Hey YouTube, figured I'd talk to you a little bit about homesteading. It seems to be the thing nowadays, and yeah, I've been pretty much doing it my whole life. To me, it's being cheap and saving a buck, but because well, we lose power out here a lot. And I wanted an alternate water source. So I did a little water devining. Some people call it water witching. It's not witchcraft. There's actual science behind it. What I use is 2 lengths of copper wire, about 1, 2, 3, and a finger long. I put a 90-degree bend in it because I want it to sit right here in the crook of my finger. No pens, no bull crap. This is how you do it. You hold it this way. You get 2 of them. And watch this. Is there water here? It might not work with 2. Well, she's moving a little bit. I'm not moving that. Okay? Is today Saturday? You got to reset it. Is today Saturday? Is today Wednesday? With 2, it's a lot more drastic. I don't have the tripod up here, so I can't show you, but they'll cross. You ask that. You can look it up. There's a lot of good videos. So, everybody's getting into this homesteading thing. Like I said, to me it's saving a buck. But my thing is, if you want to get into it, go in your backyard. All right? Look around. Identify some plants. Identify medicinal ones. Identify poisonous ones. Identify edible ones. This here, that's either called native cucumber or Indian cucumber. It's got a small tuber on it. It's edible. See, that didn't take too long to figure out. Huckleberries, a winged euonymus. I don't know how that got there. A burning bush. So, how I witch or divine is I walk around, I'll ask it. Look at that. This is, it's not a survival food like you're going to feast off it in the woods, but it'll get you a couple calories. Is I'll get a piece of stick and a marker, and I'll walk around and I'll have it point me in the right direction. And then I know no rocks, 30 foot. And I kind of do that. Then I find the best spot. And I'll find like 3 or 4 of those spots with little sticks like I showed you. And then I'll narrow it down. Is the water less than 100 feet? Is the water less than 50 feet? Is the water, you know? And I'll figure out which one's the best spot. So then you get a post hole digger. You get, because you always run into roots. So you get that. And then right here, this is called a well auger. 2 different ways to do a well. Well, actually 3. I mean, if you want to dig a big hole and stone line it and do it like the pilgrims. But this here auger, you stick it in there and you spin her around. Let's see if I can do this one hand. Let's see, without hitting the sides. Okay. Now you'll see, if you look on YouTube videos, a lot of people have problems clearing out the auger itself. I usually get a log, stick a log on my pile, and that'll move as the auger gets bigger. Because you take that auger head off, you get a 3/4 inch piece of pipe, like so, and a fitting, and you make it longer. Now, you can feel as you change. If you see, there's my first layer was really humusy, then that really clayey, rocky stuff, and now I'm getting into like sand. You can feel when you're digging and when you hit different levels. All right, and I could get a little water in a sift and figure out if this is decent cob building clay, you see. But I can tell there's a little moisture in there because it's clumping together. And I'm only at like 5 or 6. Oh no, I'm at like 4 feet. Oh. Yeah, about 4 feet. So, if you want to homestead, find skills. Find things you can do in your backyard, blacksmithing. Even if you can't get outside, crochet, knit, sew. The biggest thing I would say is identify soil types, identify plants. A lot of people have this big romance thing getting off the grid. It's not really like that. I've lived without electricity, I've lived without water, and I've lived quite comfortably. But, you know, propane is a big thing for me. It's always been a big thing for me in my world. I lived in a trailer out in the middle of the woods, and you know, I had propane, but this is my backyard. Now I know there's water back here because that was state property, and those are houses now, and that was all swamp. So I know there's water back here. I divined around, I found the best spot, and that's going to be it. So that's going to be today's project. I'm going to put a little hand pump there. If you're into this stuff, look up Lyman's Amish hardware store. A lot of the old school stuff that doesn't require electricity, they still have. Get into trading, bartering with your neighbors. Craigslist is a great resource. I traded today for an old DeWalt screw gun that I think somebody gave me. It had 1 battery, and I traded that for 2 hand well pumps. Do they need new leathers? Yes, but I can pick them up relatively cheap with Lyman's. $6-7 a piece. Because of this whole COVID thing, I've been really haven't been making videos. Like everybody else, I've been stuck in the house. And I found myself in ads, if you know what an ads is, and I was playing with it. And I'm gonna get that down. And then the other thing I bought was a cheap sawmill, and I was playing with that. I really don't like the design of it. And I got to get the welder out and customize that because she could do better. We'll put it that way. These are the things I'm doing in my backyard. It doesn't have to be a today, a now thing. You can start small. Have a small garden. Even if it's a container garden on your back porch. Teach yourself how to can. Canning's easy. I have videos. Look down there. I did tomato gravy. Right? Do those things. Start there. The best thing I think you should do is start burning wood. Even if it's not a primary source of heat, you're going to bust your butt and figure out how to buck wood into split wood and how to use a wood stove. You want to go off grid, your wood stove, that's your lifeline. Without that, you freeze. It's either that or get oil or get propane. So that's just my thought on the whole thing, and I just wanted to take a break real quick before I put this extension on. And that's it. All right, stay awoke, people, pay attention, and just remember, we're all in this together.